Hey everyone, how are you doing? It's great to have you here at Speak Real English. Today, I've got something incredibly useful to share that can clear up a very common confusion. We're going to explore the difference between two simple words in English that are often mixed up, then and then. Now, this might seem like a small topic, but trust me, understanding how and when to use each of these correctly can make a big difference in how natural and fluent you sound when you speak English. And what's interesting is that even people who grew up speaking English sometimes get these two confused. When you're listening to native speakers, especially in fast conversation, it can be really hard to hear the difference between them because they often sound very similar. Then and then get blurred together and used interchangeably, even though they have completely different meanings and uses. So today we're going to slow things down, break it all apart, and help you truly understand when to use each word. Let's begin with the word then. This word is used to express what happens next, something in sequence, or a result of an earlier action. It's a word that helps organize events in time. For example, if I say, I'm going to finish my breakfast, then I'll head to the gym, the word then is showing the order of those actions. It's like saying first this happens, and after that, something else takes place. Another example might be, I turned off the lights, then I went to bed. You're linking events together based on the time they occur. You can also use then to show consequences, like, if you don't water the plant, then it will dry out. So you see, then is all about timing and what follows what. It's part of a sequence, and it helps stories and instructions make sense. Now let's switch over to then. This one is used for comparing things. When you're expressing a preference or a difference in degree, quality, quantity, or any kind of contrast, then is the word you need. For example, I think coffee is stronger than tea. Or, she runs faster than I do. You're not talking about time anymore, you're pointing out differences. You could say, it's better to study in the morning than at night, or, this movie is more exciting than the last one we watched. Anytime you're putting two ideas or choices side by side to show how they're not the same, that's where then fits perfectly. It doesn't describe the order of things or when something happens, it describes how one thing compares to another. It's really common to mishear or misspell these two words, especially if you're writing quickly or trying to follow along in a conversation. And when native speakers speak casually or quickly, the pronunciation can be so close that it's easy to blur them together. That's why listening carefully and practicing them in real sentences will help you develop both your ear and your confidence. You don't need to memorize grammar rules, you just need to hear these words used naturally and get a feel for the difference. The more you see and hear, then, in stories or steps and, then, in comparisons, the more natural it will become for you. Now here's a quick trick to remember them. Think of, then, as your timeline buddy, it walks you through events step by step. It keeps things in order. And think of, then, as your comparison partner, it helps you show what you like more, what's better, what's taller, what's faster. Then moves forward, then measures. When you put them in real conversations, they shine. You might say, I went to the store, then I cooked dinner. I like cooking more than cleaning. Simple, but clear. And this clarity makes you sound more fluent, more natural, and definitely more confident. If you're someone who wants to take your English to the next level and learn to speak the way real people talk, not textbook robots, you can find more real-life lessons and breakdowns at speakrealenglish.com. There's a premium course waiting there for you that dives deep into natural expressions, pronunciation tips, vocabulary and context, and most importantly, how to train your ears and mouth to think and speak in English the way native speakers do. It's not just about knowing words, it's about using them comfortably and confidently in everyday situations. And for a free head start, you can grab our Fluency guidebook, which is designed to help you build a strong foundation and keep improving with every conversation you have. Also, don't forget to stay connected. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you never miss a fresh lesson. Join the conversations in the comments and share your own sentences using then and then to practice with others. You can also follow along on social media to keep your English learning active every single day. Remember, your English doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be real, and Speak Real English is here to help you every step of the way. So keep listening, keep speaking, and keep practicing. You've got this. See you next time at Speak Real English.